Hello again, boys and girls. Welcome back to the North Pole. Would you like to hear a special holiday story written right there in Plymouth? Well, Professor John Kilbourne, who now lives in Michigan, wrote The Magic Christmas Elf in 1995 when he and his family lived in Manomet. His daughter Zoe drew the illustrations for the book when she was just 5 years old. "'Twas the first Saturday in December. The barren trees, growing from a carpet of snow, covered the horizon. In cozy houses throughout the countryside, boys and girls were just waking up. In one cozy house, a young girl named Janet had just opened her eyes. To her surprise, she noticed a small Christmas elf standing next to her bed. He was only about 4 inches tall, wore a bright red hat, had funny black boots, and a fluffy white beard. Janet immediately ran upstairs to her young brother, Darwin's bedroom, to tell him about her mysterious visitor. Anxious to see for himself, Darwin and Janet ran back to her bedroom, and sure enough, the elf was still standing solemnly next to her bed. Darwin noticed a small envelope in the elf's hand. Janet removed the envelope, and together they opened it. Inside was a tiny Christmas card. Darwin asked his older sister to quickly read the words written on the card. With an excited voice, she began, "Greetings, girls and boys. I am the magic Christmas elf. I will be visiting your home until Christmas morning. Santa Claus has asked me to watch over you. He and Mrs. Claus hope that you will tell me what you want for Christmas. When Santa visits your home on Christmas, I will share with him your wishes. If you listen carefully, you may even hear my sweet music. Every morning when you wake up, you will have to find me. I will be somewhere different each day. You may talk to me anytime you wish. However, please do not touch me, as I am very fragile. And I promised Santa I would not get injured or hurt. Also, please remember to be considerate of others. Thank you for letting me visit your home. Happy holidays, the Christmas Elf." Janet and Darwin were elated with the greetings from the Christmas elf. Darwin immediately began to talk to the elf. He told him all about their cozy house, their mother and father, their shaggy dog Duke, and their fat cat Isabella. This first Saturday in December passed with much conversation about and with the Christmas elf. Janet and Darwin invited all of their friends to come and see the visiting elf. As they shared the elf's story, they always remembered what he had said in his card. They told their friends, "Please do not touch the Christmas elf, and remember to always be considerate of others." That night, Janet and Darwin could not wait to go to bed. They were so anxious to see if, during the night, the Christmas elf would really come to life and find a new place to rest in their house. Darwin was so excited that he slept in Janet's room. Standing quietly next to the bed was the Christmas elf. As they fell asleep, Darwin said, "I love you, Christmas elf." On Sunday morning, when both children were awakened by the sun as it rose above the barren trees and shined into Janet's bedroom, they looked quickly to see if their new friend was still standing next to the bed. The Christmas elf was gone. Janet and Darwin immediately began to search throughout the house. They looked in the kitchen, in the living room, by the fireplace, and finally located him in Darwin's bedroom, resting on the top of Darwin's chest of drawers. Both Janet and Darwin pranced with delight, having found the Christmas elf. Each and every day, from this Sunday until Christmas Eve, Janet and Darwin woke up to find the Christmas elf in a different place in their house. And each and every day, whether it be before or after school, they would talk to their special friend. They shared many stories about their family and friends. They also talked to him about their Christmas wishes. When Janet and Darwin awoke on Christmas Eve morning, they searched and searched their house looking for the Christmas elf. Finally, after nearly 30 minutes of searching, they found him hiding under their tree. They were relieved that he had not left. That evening, after a dessert of Grandma's Christmas cookies, they prepared a special plate for Santa Claus. On the plate, they left 3 sugar cookies and a glass of fresh milk. Before they went off to bed, they spoke to the Christmas elf one last time. As they left the living room and walked to their bedrooms, Janet turned to the Christmas elf and said, "Merry Christmas, Christmas elf." In a soft voice, Darwin added, "We love you." The next morning, Darwin awoke to the soft sound of snow blowing against his bedroom window. He ran swiftly to Janet's bedroom, rustled her from their bed, and both children raced to the Christmas tree. Under the tree were many beautiful gifts, and the Christmas elf had indeed told Santa Claus about their wishes. As Janet and Darwin looked around, they could see that Santa Claus had been in their house because the cookies were all gone and the glass of milk was half empty. Janet then noticed that the Christmas elf was not standing under the tree. In his place was another small envelope. Janet opened the card and read it to Darwin. "Dear Janet and Darwin, thank you very much for letting me visit your home over the holidays. You are both precious children. Please remember me throughout the new year. I will visit you on the first Saturday of next December. Merry Christmas, the Christmas elf." Janet looked at Darwin. His eyes began to water, and tears began to stream slowly down his cheeks. Janet said, "Do not be sad, Darwin. The Christmas elf will be our friend forever. He brought our family happiness and joy. He also told Santa Claus that we had been considerate of others. It was because of him that our family can enjoy all of these nice gifts on Christmas morning. The Christmas elf is now in his house with Santa and Mrs. Claus resting up for next Christmas." Darwin hugged his big sister as they both thought about their very special friend, the Christmas elf. The end.